Somewhere in the quiet hours before the city wakes, before the glass towers catch their first light, something red and dangerous is waiting. It does not announce itself with noise. It does not need to. The moment your eyes land on it, you already know, this is not a motorcycle built to be liked. It is built to be obeyed. This is the 2027 Ducati Panigale V4. And if you think you already understand what a superbike is supposed to look like, forget everything you know. Because this time, Ducati did not simply refine the formula. They tore up their own rulebook and started again. Look at that face. Two narrow blades of daytime running light, cutting downward like a predator, narrowing its eyes before a strike. There is no chrome here, no unnecessary flourish. Every surface, every vent, every carved line exists for one reason only: air, cooling, speed. The winglets, developed alongside the engineers behind Ducati's actual MotoGP machine, are no longer bolted-on afterthoughts. They are woven directly into the fairing itself, cutting aerodynamic drag by 4%, while still hammering the front wheel down with enough force to keep it planted at speeds where lesser machines would simply lift off the ground and pray. And that color, Ducati red, but not the red you remember. Matte, deep, almost bruised, like wine left too long in the dark. It absorbs light instead of reflecting it, giving the whole machine a strange, quiet menace. Even standing perfectly still on an empty stone plaza at dawn, kickstand down, engine cold, saying nothing. But nothing about this motorcycle stays quiet for long. Underneath that fuel tank, now a full liter larger, reshaped so your knee locks into it like a vice under braking, sits the latest evolution of the Desmosedici Stradale engine. 1,103 cubic centimeters, a 90-degree V4, born on the racetrack, barely tamed for the street, 216 horsepower at 13,500 RPM. And buried inside that architecture is something borrowed directly from Ducati's MotoGP program, a counter-rotating crankshaft, spinning backward against the wheels, fighting the bike's own instinct to wheelie, clawing that violent energy back down into forward, brutal acceleration. Feel that for a second. 13,500 times every single minute, 4 pistons rise and fall with a violence most engines could never survive, using the same desmodromic valve technology, positive closure, no springs, no compromise, that has carried Ducati to victory after victory on Sunday afternoons across the world. And yet, this is not brute horsepower thrown at the pavement and left to chaos. This is a motorcycle that thinks. Ducati calls it the Vehicle Observer, and it is unlike anything that has come before it. Instead of reacting after the tire starts to slip, it mathematically simulates over 70 invisible sensors in real time, calculating the exact forces at the contact patch before you even feel them yourself. It does not correct mistakes, it prevents them from happening in the first place. Climb aboard, and the aggression continues. A 6.9-inch TFT display glows to life, wide as a MotoGP dashboard, the word Ducati burning across the screen for a brief, cinematic second before settling into race mode. A full analog-style tachometer sweeping toward redline, gear indicator glowing amber, lap timer standing ready and waiting. Twist the throttle, and the exhaust note changes character entirely. From a low, uneven, almost threatening idle into a shrieking mechanical wail that seems to bypass your ears completely and go straight into your chest. And when you lean this thing into a corner, really lean it, you begin to understand what Ducati actually spent years rebuilding. Not refining, rebuilding. The front frame now flexes 40% more than before, deliberately, allowing the front tire to deform and grip the tarmac exactly the way Ducati's factory racers do, at the very edge of adhesion. And in the biggest departure from tradition in the model's entire history, the iconic single-sided swingarm is gone, replaced by a double-sided, hollow symmetrical design engineered to flex 37% more than its predecessor. Not a flaw, but a deliberate act of engineering. letting the rear tire track every ripple in the asphalt, instead of skipping across it. Underneath the fairing, Brembo's new Hypure calipers grip 330mm discs, lighter, cooler under abuse, while an intelligent braking system quietly applies the rear brake for you as you trail into a corner. The exact technique factory riders spend years mastering, now built into the machine itself. Every gram matters here. Carbon fiber winglets, forged aluminum wheels, a swingarm, sculpted not for beauty, though it certainly has that, but for feedback. For the kind of precision that shaves a full second off a lap time most riders will never even attempt to chase. But here is the truth. Ducati understands better than almost anyone else in the industry. A superbike like this was never really about top speed. It is about the story it tells you every single time you throw a leg over the seat. The moment the exhaust note bounces off concrete walls in an empty plaza at dawn. The moment sunlight catches the gold forks as you crest a mountain road at sunset. Sea stretching out below you. Tires kissing the edge of grip through a decreasing radius corner. This is not transportation. This is Ducati's obsession. Decades of racing heritage, painful failures, and hard-won championships, compressed into something you can actually own, actually start, actually ride into a sunset you will remember for the rest of your life. The 2027 Panigale V4 does not ask you to love it gently. It demands respect, rewards commitment, and punishes hesitation. It is, without apology, one of the most complete expressions of speed, engineering, and raw Italian emotion ever bolted together and rolled out onto pavement. And somewhere, right now, in a city just